Hi there, I'm Brian Conway from achievesuccess.co.uk and this is 4 Minute Friday. So welcome back, those of you who have joined me before, and if this is your first time, the purpose of these short videos is just to share with you something that will help you be more successful, and by that I mean make more sales. Now this week I want to talk about the sales process. Now, I've worked with thousands of sales teams, hundreds of thousands of sales people over the last 18 years. And one of the things that I've seen that helps teams become very effective and very efficient and ultimately very successful in selling is when they have got predefined sales processes. Now, there are two types of sales process that will really help you be more effective at what you do. The first is to have, well, we'll call it the sales funnel, a predefined sales funnel. And that's the stages of the sale that a customer will go through. The second is to have a very clearly defined, I'll call it selling process. Okay, this is the actual process you go through in any single customer intervention, whether that's over the phone or whether it's in a face-to-face meeting. It's how do you actually conduct those conversations? What's the process that you take that customer through or that prospective customer through? Now, there are a lot of benefits to you as a salesperson and having these sales processes predefined. And sales managers, you really, again, this week want to listen up because this will help your sales team really increase their sales performance. You see, when you have a predefined process, it actually makes you significantly more effective. And the reason is because if you have stages of the funnel defined, then your only objective in every customer meeting or part of the sales funnel is just to get your customer to the next step. So you don't have to worry about the big picture and the long-term process. You just need to think about what's the next step. We're going to take our customer through a series of what we often refer to as micro commitments or micro transactions. And when you do that, you can focus all your time, your effort and your energy into just achieving or closing each stage of the sales funnel. And that will help you become significantly more effective. The other thing this allows you then to do is actually track and measure your performance at each segment. I often call these funnel segments, where you can look at what the process is and then identify where your strengths and weaknesses are. So as an individual, you may be great at bringing in lots of sales opportunities, inquiries and that sort of thing, but really unable to get them to commit to perhaps an appointment or whatever the next stage might be. Or you get lots of appointments, but you're not finding enough opportunities, or you're finding enough opportunities, but you're not able to close enough of them. Well, there's 4 stages in a funnel from initially inquiry through to closure. So you can look at each of those stages and see if there's any choke points, any places where you could improve your performance. And if you can do that, as I said, you can tweak and adjust what you do. You can focus your personal development in the right area and actually help you be more effective and, as I said, make more sales and make more money. So that's some of the benefits of actually having the predefined sales funnel. Another benefit is that you can actually share that with your customers. Now, you may actually question, why would you want to share your sales process with a customer? Well, assuming it's ethical, you should, because what that allows you to do is give the customer reassurance and an understanding of the process, the journey that you're about to take them on. It's not a secret that you're in sales and you're trying to sell them something. I know you're all trying to hide behind fancy names like business development executive and all that sort of stuff. You're a sales rep at the end of the day, and that's what we do, and we should be proud of it. So we should let our customers know what that journey is. It gives them confidence and reassurance. One of the biggest barriers to selling is when a customer has uncertainty. That fear or uncertainty will manifest itself in sales objections or the customer not taking action. So share with them, this is what we're going to do. You can share each segment of the sales funnel. You can give your customer clear instructions on what you're expecting from them as well, and that will help them and you be significantly more effective. So there are a number of benefits of having a predefined sales funnel. It's really all about just best practice. So sales managers, if you don't have a sales funnel, sales process identified, then sit down with your sales team and identify what are the predefined stages that ultimately you've taken a customer through. As a salesperson, look at your best deals, your easiest deals. What were those deals that actually really flowed for you and seemed almost effortless? What was it you did? Because if you can replicate that, you can do that on a consistent and constant basis, you will be more effective and life will be a whole lot easier. Now, the second type of sales process is what you do, as I said, in every customer intervention. How do you run a sales call, whether that's over the phone or face-to-face? What are the processes? What are the steps and the stages and the information that perhaps you have to gather as you roll out or roll through a customer conversation? When you know what that is, again, it gives you a clear indication of what your outcome you're trying to achieve, what information you need to perhaps gather, as I said, or whatever it might be that allow you to take the customer to the next step, whatever that next step might be. And you will feel significantly more successful as well when you know that you're getting these little micro closes that are ultimately moving your opportunities further towards conclusion and therefore, close of the deal, and therefore the commission and sales and everything else that comes with that. So a lot of benefits of doing that. So sales managers, you need to sit down with your team. I can't predefine that for you here, although if you want me to come and work with you, then please reach out. And I said I've done this numerous times where we'll sit down and actually define a series of steps that your salespeople can work on. And this really is important. Again, sales managers, this is for you, because you want to be able to track and manage and monitor what your salespeople are doing. If they're all doing different things, that becomes very difficult. When you employ somebody new, how do you onboard them? What is it you're telling them and asking them to do? Well, again, if it's best practice, they will be more efficient and more effective as a salesperson. You get a better return on that investment that you're making in them as an individual. Because if you don't, what happens is either they do what they've done somewhere else, which may not be the best for your business, or they'll copy and follow somebody else in the business and mimic what they're doing. And if they're not the most effective salesperson, again, you're not getting the best out of that individual. So as you can see, there's lots of benefits here. What I am going to do though is next week I'm going to run a series of 5 short training sessions, one each day for the 5 days next week. And in those sessions, I will define my 5-step sales process that I teach to my clients. And this is how you just run a customer conversation. As I said, it could be over the phone, it could be face-to-face, but just what are the things that that you need to check off? What will help you make each of those conversations significantly more effective and allow you to get that micro close at each stage that will ultimately allow you to move and progress your deals forward. So that's what I'm going to do. It's my little pre-Christmas gift for you. My objective is to get us all ready for 2019 so that we can hit the road running, as they say, and be really successful next year. So join me next week. I'll put it out on social media, so you just stay tuned, so to speak, and you can and I'll record them as well as I do here and make them available to you in other channels as well. But please do join me. So in the meantime, I trust you found that useful, food for thought to think about how you might be able to improve your sales performance or that of your team if you're a sales manager. But in the meantime, I said, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Please do share, like, subscribe, comment, whatever. I'd appreciate that. But as I said, in the meantime, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you very, very soon. I'm Brian Conway. This has been 4 Minute Friday. Take care.